This isn't fair. Oops. I struggled into my criminology class 10 minutes before it's supposed to start, and what I see makes me want to cry. Nearly all the seats near the front are full. I slump a little and bow my head. I didn't mean to sleep through my alarm. I even made sure to sleep at a reasonable time so I could get up early. So much for that, stupid body. Who's talking to me? There's no use complaining about it. I better get to my seat before I'm left with the ones in the very back. I hurry to the aisle and do my best to look inconspicuous as I scope out the empty seat. The ones I can see are toward the middle, so I'll probably have to scoot past a bunch of people to reach one. That's going to be awkward. Are there any alternatives? I spot a seat in one of the closer rows, 2 away from the aisle. Not exactly the middle like I prefer, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to have to get past 2 guys sitting in the way, though. I clutch my bag to my side and give them a nervous smile. Excuse me. Once they notice me, I'm like right there. I shuffle my way towards the seat. Reflectively, I spin and look over my shoulder. Okay, we're on this on accident. Okay. Reflectively, I spin to look over my shoulder and feel my shoulder bag whack into something. Oh no, that sounded like a really hard whack. Ow, 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 hip. My would-be neighbor for the class rubs his head while his friends next to him laugh at his expense. I hold my hands out apologetically, unsure what to say. Oh gosh, sorry. The guy I hit scowls with grit teeth, but his expression smooths out into a tight-lipped smile. Ain't a problem, miss. Just watch your step next time. He sounds forced and weird. Well, I mean, like, different. He sounds different, like he has some sort of accent. As I settle into my seat, keeping my bag in my lap, I sneak another look at the guy right beside me. His hair is a sandy blonde and wavy like he'd just been caught in a breeze outside. His eyes are also a really light shade of brown. I think they call that particular color hazel. Eavesdropping on this conversation gives me a chance to listen for that accent, but he and his friends are speaking so quietly that I can't really catch it. I'm soon cut off by the teacher beginning with a lecture. Oh well, it wasn't that important. I was only curious. Lecture goes along as its normal pace, and I forget all about paying attention to the guy next to me. Soon enough, the teacher dismisses us, and the classroom is sent roaring with the sound of hundreds of students packing their bags at once. The people next to me are freakishly fast. Not that guy and his friend to my left, but the ones to my right. Man, can't they just leave from that side? I can see them waiting for me from the corner of my eye, and it's like pressure is on. I save my notes on my laptop, shut it closed, and stuff it into my bag. The guy and his friends don't seem as rushed as I am, but I make sure that I'm out of that row as soon as possible. Maybe it's a better idea to sit somewhere else less crowded next time. If I manage to wake up, that is. The door slams shut behind me as I leave the building, but a moment later I hear someone throw it open again. Excuse me. Someone talking to me. I turn around since I don't see anyone else nearby. To my surprise, I'm looking right at the guy who sat next to me in class. I point at myself unsurely. Now, who else would I be yelling at around here? Of course I'm talking to you. He marches straight toward me and thrusts out his hand filled with several familiar-looking pens. Hey, those are mine. Did I drop them? He nods curtly. You left them behind. I didn't notice till you were long gone, so I figured I'd try and get them back to you. Thanks. I hold my palms out and the guy drops the pens carefully into my hand. My fingers wrap around their necks to keep them secure. I didn't even use these guys in class today. How did I manage to drop them? Your bag probably had an open pocket. I don't know why I didn't like that sentence. You best be careful not to let that happen again. Not everyone in the world can be kind enough to return them. I'm really glad you were. I laugh in relief as I put my pens back in my bag. I make sure to double check that I close the pocket this time. I'm Nicole. It's nice to meet you. Ted. Likewise. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. He offers a polite hand and I lightly shake it. Now that we're talking one-on-one like this, I instantly recognize where Ted's accent is from. I'm so sure I know Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. You're not from here, are you? The corner of lips Ted turns inward like he's heard that several times before. It was the drawl that gave it away, huh? I tried my best to control it, but some things do their darndest to stick with you. I'm from the South, born and raised, Alabama. Ooh, I have a friend from there. I should have him come on do this one. I moved here a couple years ago. I ain't doing accents. I'll try a little, but I ain't doing accents. No. I knew it. I allowed myself a smug moment and started smiling. Ted immediately takes notice. Why are you grinning like that? He cocks a brow and puts his hands on his hips. Go on, spit it out. You look like you got something to say. It's nothing bad. It's only about your voice. To tell the truth, I don't know how he's going to react to what I just thought. I just think your southern accent is cute. Ted rolls his eyes and scoffs. That's not funny. No, I'm not kidding. It's charming. You never hear anyone talking like that around here. I grin widely as I get an idea. Hey, would you mind saying something for me? Like one of those funny sayings you guys have? What do you mean? We don't have any weird sayings. We hear it all the time on TV. Ted shoots me an incredulous look and quickly shakes his head. He suddenly starts talking a mile a minute, sounding incredibly defensive. And you're gonna believe that. Okay, maybe there's a little truth in those shows, but just like a little. No one talks like that back home, especially not me. And another thing, tops of Ted's cheeks go a little red. Don't call me cute. There ain't no guy who'd want to be called cute like that. Yes, you do. I didn't call you cute. I said your accent was cute. Not that I'm saying you're ugly. It's the same thing in principle. Ted shouts testily and clears his throat embarrassed as he realizes how worked up he is. Pardon. I didn't mean to yell. But you're better off finding some rodeo clown to talk southernese for you. I'm not some toy for you to play with. I decide to lay off the poor guy as I hear how huffy his voice sounds now, but it's kind of fun to see how far I can push him. He seems so composed. I wouldn't imagine it'd be this easy to rile him up. Fine. You just said a whole bunch right now. I figure that counts. I'll just have to wait for you to slip and give me something especially southern. It ain't gonna happen, so don't bet your britches on it. Oh, he just did it. We both pause. I give Ted a cheeky look, and he looks about ready to slide his hand down his face when he realizes what he's done. He turns and coughs into his fist, ready to hastily change the subject. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to say this, but thanks for the compliment, I mean. I'm still enough of a gentleman to know when to express my gratitude. No problem, I meant it. I like how you talk. Da-da-da. I get it. You don't have to keep saying it every 2 seconds. No, I'm only making sure you know. Ted looks like he's trying really hard to hold back a sigh, but I can tell that the two of us have gotten a little friendlier. You don't just argue with some random stranger. Unless it's the other guy, who gets fucking pissed off because you tell him that he has a hard major, and you're impressed. At least I don't. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if Ted did. What about you? I hear you got an accent yourself. What, me? I don't have an accent, I think. You kidding? You sure do. If I had to take a guess, I'd say you're from California. Whoa. He's the first person to ever guess that right away. Yeah, I'm from there. How did you know? Does it really come out the way I talk? I learned it early. You never realize how different you sound until you're surrounded by people who don't talk much like you. You might as well stand out like a sore thumb. It makes me feel all self-conscious of my voice now. I doubt Ted minds since he's the same boat, but I wonder what people think when I speak to them. Maybe it's just Ted who's good at pinpointing those sort of things. Yeah, let's tell myself that. If you don't mind my asking, why choose a school all the way out here in Florida? It's a nice place and all, but ain't it far? It was a pretty long plane ride for sure, but the school has an awesome pre-law program. I've got some financial aid to help pay for it, so money isn't too much of an issue besides the usual stuff. See, I want to become a lawyer. To do that, I'm going to have to study under some of the best people. Well, okay, I don't have to, but I want to. Ted hums approvingly. I like that. And the fact that you're willing to come this far to learn means you've got drive. That's respectable. Does this mean you're in our law school? Just started. How about you? Second year, criminal justice major. I'm looking to go into law enforcement like my old man. You're the criminal. So like joining the police or something like that? That sounds totally scary to me. I don't think I could ever do it. My pop says it can be hard at times, but that's not enough to scare me off. The way Ted said this isn't backed with cocky arrogance, but humble confidence. Just because there's some scary jobs out there ain't gonna stop people from doing them. I figure if someone's gonna have to do it, why not me? If it's something I want to do, well, even better. Ted looks down at the watch on his wrist and takes a few steps back in the other direction. Alright, I got stuff back to do, so I'm done here. I'll see you around class, probably. Remember to keep better track of your things, okay? Will do. Bye, Ted. I eyed Ted off as he departs, then fall into my own thoughts for a moment. Compared to him, I'm pretty spastic. I woke up late, hit him in the face, left my things. You must wonder how I get around on my own. But every cloud has a silver lining. If I hadn't left my things, I wouldn't have made a new friend in class. If I can call Ted that. He seems like he's keeping a professional distance from me during our whole conversation. I guess it'll just take some time. We have the whole semester to get to know each other. Let's see. Let's go to the public park. Oh, I didn't know the park had a place like this. Investigating this place was a great idea. Let's do some exercise. Broke my personal distance record today, and it feels great. I made a friend with 5%. Tip of the day, having trouble increasing the character's relationship? Don't worry, after 1 month of time, you'll be able to shop online in your dorm room and buy gifts for each character that can greatly increase the relationship. Nothing is better than a good night of sleep.